Joined now by a first-round pick of the Buffalo Sabres, Zach Benson. Zach, first of all, congratulations on being selected in the 2023 NHL Draft. Take me back to that night in Nashville. What was that moment like for you when you heard the Buffalo Sabres call your name?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty surreal when Kevin Adams went up there and obviously called my name. It was kind of a moment that I'll never forget, and I kind of blacked out actually in the moment, but getting to hug my parents and brothers and an agent, it was a pretty surreal moment, and like I said, one I'll never forget.
I got to ask you about the suit and the cowboy hat. Who helped you pick all that out? And I know, some of my colleagues kind of went hat shopping with you there a little bit. But tell me about that suit and just how much time you put into putting that look together for that night.
Honestly, it was it was pretty quick. Honestly, it was after playoffs. Obviously, we made a pretty deep run, so we were kind of scrambling to find a suit shop, and my mom was lucky enough to find one in Vancouver. The guy was really friendly, Juan, and he was able to get it done. I think in 2.5 weeks. So it was pretty awesome, and I'm pretty thankful that we found him.
Tell me about Buffalo. It's kind of a bit of a reunion, right? With yourself, with Matt Savoy, with Peyton Krebs. I know he talked to you the night of the draft. Is it kind of neat to kind of be in the same NHL organization as all those guys that you've played junior hockey with?
Yeah, I mean it's honestly something you dream of. Playing in the NHL with a couple of your good buddies that you've known for a while. So getting to play with Peyton when I was 15 was obviously super. He was super influential in my career, and we were kind of honestly. I remember when we were 15, joking around. He was still with Vegas at the time, so joking around, maybe I'll end up in Vegas with them, and then obviously he got traded, and I ended up in Buffalo with him.
Tell me about development camp. I know it was a quick turnaround for you to get to go to Buffalo and kind of experience that. But what was it like to get a taste of the organization and to kind of test your mettle? We all saw the 3-on-3 shift that kind of went viral there on social media. But tell me about that experience of getting to kind of prove yourself right off the hop here with the Sabres.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I think obviously I watched day two, watched a couple of my buddies go, and then the next morning, it was an early morning. I flew to Buffalo. It was getting to learn about that organization and all they provide for their players and prospects. It was obviously super cool, and then competing with guys and getting to know guys from all over the country. All Buffalo Sabre prospects. So it's also probably a week I'll never forget. And it was a week where I had a ton of fun.
When you look back so far on your WHL career, Zach, I mean, speak to me about just what you've taken from this league over your 3 years in terms of kind of helping you develop as a hockey player.
Yeah, I've taken so much. I'm thankful that I took this path. Yeah. Getting to learn from James Patrick. It's obviously so important in my development. A guy that played 20 years in the National League. So learning from him every day and competing against the best. There's so many good players in this league, and even on my own team, practicing every day with first round picks and elite hockey players. So pushing yourself every day, and I can't thank the Western League and Winnipeg enough.
It seems like it was just yesterday that we saw you in Washington State playing in the WHL Championship Series. Washington State is going to be a part of your future here, Zach, in the fall. Tell me a little bit about Wenatchee and what you know about the city, about the organization, and a bit of a new beginning perhaps for yourself and your teammates.
Yeah, I think talking to a lot of my teammates and buddies, we're pretty fired up to get going in Wenatchee. We've heard nothing but great things about the fans. Obviously playing in Seattle, you get a taste of those kind of, I guess, passionate fans, and we're looking forward to it. And from a city standpoint, I don't know too much. It's pretty close to my hometown. It's about 4 hours, 4.5. So I'm sure my family members will be making a lot of trips down there, and meeting the GM and associate coach in Nashville actually. So that was super cool getting to know them, and I'm sure they're going to do a lot of good things for the organization. And like I said, we're all pretty fired up.
We heard during the draft that your grandparents bought Wenatchee Wild season tickets, maybe day one that they went on sale. Can you confirm or deny those rumors?
I can confirm. My dad's parents, pretty hardcore fans, so I don't even think the season tickets were out yet, and they're already emailing. So I know they're pretty fired up that I'm closer to home now.
Last one for you, Zach. Tell me a little bit about your summer plans, your summer preparation. Does it change at all for you knowing that you have an NHL camp on the horizon versus a WHL camp? And kind of what are you going to get up to here over the next kind of month and a half or so?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I just want to keep getting stronger. So, the gym's going to be my best friend, and I'm thankful to have James Patrick, who kind of, he's played 20 years in the NHL, and he's kind of giving me tips on how to kind of go about this summer, as it's obviously a pretty chaotic summer for all our draft eligibles. I'm just, yeah, like I said, the gym's my best friend, and I'm gonna try and um, get in there as much as possible.
A former Buffalo Sabre as well, James Patrick. Did he give you any pointers about the city?
Honestly, not too much about the city. He was kind of just telling me about the people in the organization, and how awesome they are, and how great they are. Obviously, what they do at the rink, but away from the rink too.